What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel.
Today we have a summer reading TBR list.
May, June, July, what have you. If you're anything like me, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be scrolling on TikTok looking for your next hot read. And especially for these warmer months that we're in now, I've been looking for something to really just pique my interest and give me those summer vibes, whether it's romance, lit fic, mystery. And I have a pretty hefty summer TBR list that I've been able to curate, and I want to share it with you guys. Now, a lot of these are new or upcoming releases, so I will be sure to link everything down below, and I will also be putting up the release date for any upcoming books in case you want to pre-order or just mark your calendar. If you haven't already, go ahead and please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, but without further ado, let's jump into the video. The first book on my TBR list is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. She had another book out called Every Summer After that I never actually got to read for myself. I think it was a friends to lovers book, and at the time I was not a fan of that trope, but I think I'm starting to warm up to it. So we'll give it a go, but for now, this book looks beautiful. This cover is giving sunset vibes. I love the setting. Essentially, this book is about two strangers who meet and they go on this whirlwind adventure for one day, and they promise themselves that they're gonna meet next year at this place, pick up where they left off kind of thing. One of them makes it, the other one does not show up, and years go by. It kind of goes from there. I'm pretty sure this is a romance genre, so we're probably gonna have star-crossed lovers, right person, wrong time, miscommunication trope. Yeah, so I don't know. It seems like it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster, but I think it's worth checking out, especially for summertime. Next, we have Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. This is a small town romance, girl next door type of girl. Everyone loves her. She lives in this small town, and then we have a bodyguard who's in town visiting for this wedding. He's kind of like a bad boy. He's unavailable, but somehow their worlds collide and the story goes from there. I'm not exactly sure the entire plot line of this, but I think this cover is kind of cute.
I'm trying to be more open-minded with these illustrative covers, I know.
Yeah, so this one looks really cute. She also wrote When in Rome. If you guys don't know, this book takes place in Rome, Kentucky. So really cute. I don't know if the other book also takes place in Kentucky or if it's actually in Rome, Italy, but either way, I think the concept is cute, and I look forward to reading this sometime soon. The next book I wanted to mention is not a new release, but I keep seeing this, and it'll go in my shopping cart when I'm shopping for books, and then I always put it back on the shelf, but I need to read this book, and I am determined to finally read this summer, and that is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This is I believe, a dark academia mystery thriller. I'm pretty sure the plot starts after this person did time in jail for something that he may or may not have committed, and the person that meets him at the gate outside of the prison is a detective that had turned him in or was working with the prosecution. It goes from there, and we go back in time to see the events that unfolded leading up to this guy going to prison and maybe securing his innocence or not, or guilt. So it sounds really interesting, and it all, I believe, takes place within this academy of people that are in theater for Shakespeare plays. So I think that sounds really cool. I think there's gonna be a cool little mix of Shakespearean themes, and we may get some references to some plays as well. So I'm excited about this. Barnes & Noble just released a special edition paperback copy of this book, so I may grab that one. If you guys have read this book, by the way, let me know if it's worth reading. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, but yeah, I'm excited for this one. The next book I wanted to mention is Atalanta by Jennifer Saint. This is a retelling of a Greek mythology story. We have our main character Atalanta, who was raised by bears and becomes this huntress working alongside Artemis's band of warrior women called the Argonauts. They do a lot of stuff, they fight a lot of battles, but one of the caveats to being with the Argonauts, I believe, is Artemis is very vehement about them not falling in love or being in any relationship. They're basically just to become warrior women and that's it. Well, Atalanta ends up having a forbidden romance with somebody, and there are consequences to that. So I think it'll be a very interesting story. I personally have never heard of this. It's giving Wonder Woman. You know, I don't know. I feel that's what I get when I think of Artemis. So I think this could be really fun. I have also read The Song of Achilles, and I just recently found Circe. So I'm excited to hopefully read this and see if I can find a Greek mythology retelling that is worth a 5-star rating, because so far I haven't found one. So this could be it. If you're interested in Greek mythology, this could be a really good find for you. Next up, we have the thriller/horror by Riley Sager. It's kind of teetering the line there. This is called The Only One Left, and I have read a couple of books by Riley Sager. He is a really chilling author, in my opinion. I know some people aren't the biggest fan of his writing, or maybe they feel like he's all over the place, but I like them, and this one sounds really eerie. The cover looks chilling, but it sounds like something I really want to read, because I wonder if it's going to leave it open to interpretation, or are we actually going to discover the truth of what happened in this book. So essentially, we have a caregiver assigned to work for a woman who's been accused of basically massacring her entire family when she was younger. She's an old woman now. She can't really take care of herself. So this caregiver is now living at this house where apparently all of these things happened. We may or may not find out the truth. It's set in this really creepy mansion on a cliffside in Maine. It's a whodunit. I think this is going to be a really, really cool read. I've been wanting to get into more thrillers. I just find them so exciting, and I can speed read through them. So if you are a fan of Riley Sager, be sure to check this one out, because it will be releasing soon. And then the last book on my TBR list is Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. This is a release that I received from an Owl Crate box, and I've been seeing it everywhere on shelves at Barnes & Noble, Target. I want to finally read an Arthurian legend reimagining. So this one is up on my list. I don't necessarily think this is a summer only book. I think you could probably read this during any season. But I have this on my list because I'm really just trying to get through my Owl Crate books that I have, and as this is the most recent one I've received, I think I should just start with this one. It sounds interesting. I think the premise sounds fun. Anything with King Arthur in the back, it just reminds me of Arthur from that one Shrek movie. I don't know, and I really liked him. So yeah, I'm picturing this guy with Justin Timberlake's voice, zero to hero kind of guy, and yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see if this is good or not, but it's on my TBR for this summer. If you're interested in a fantasy book rec, then this is it. This is all over Book Talk as well, and I actually just picked this up recently. It is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I think this is her first fantasy book. She has been known to do some more romance and lit fics in the past, so this has been everywhere, and it has a ton of 5-star ratings. So we will see if it lives up to the hype, but we have dragon riders in a school setting. So it's giving Aragon meets Zodiac Academy. I'm really hoping though it's gonna lean more towards Aragon and less like Zodiac Academy. Cover is beautiful. We have sprayed edges on the sides. We have gold foiling. We have college academy with deadly dragons that you have to learn how to ride and master to become like warriors. I love that. I think there's also an enemies to lovers trope in here, and yeah, I'm down for a really good dragon fantasy. I think that sounds awesome. I haven't read anything lately with that being an element in a fantasy book, so I'm excited for it, and I think you guys would be too if you're interested in fantasy. So go ahead, pick this one up because it did just release. And yeah, that is gonna be my TBR list for this summer. If you have any more recommendations, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be sure to check them out. And if you've read any of these yet, if you have your hands on them, please let me know. Let's start a conversation. Let's see if we love them or not. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.